Yeah.
If you like somebody, like them. If you don't like them, don't like them.
Exactly.
And figure it out and speak your truth and stop being a knucklehead.
And they all
you're the
texted
reason
me.
why people are jumping off buildings and committing suicides and shit because you're being fucked up towards
Yeah.
other people. You gotta be nice to people.
Hey pals, welcome back to another video. I just want to say thank you so much from literally the bottom of my freaking heart for all the love that was on my last video. It's absolutely insane. It came out of nowhere. It literally came out of nowhere. And the fact that there are so many of you now, it just feels so surreal. And I would call you my daughters or something like that, but I'm not trying to get into a copying James Charles scandal. Speaking of James Charles, that's kind of what this video is all about. Not just James Charles. I have like 5 other people, or 4, or 5. My last video really inspired me to make a video on successful YouTubers that get an excessive amount of hate, aka YouTubers that are trendy to hate on. Now, I'm sure a ton of people could and will tell me their opinions on why people should hate YouTubers like Tana Mongeau and James Charles. That's kind of just part of the job of being a YouTuber. However, I'd be willing to bet that some people only hate these YouTubers because they've seen videos like these. While there are a lot of valid reasons to dislike certain YouTubers, I have noticed a particular unfair amount of hate on some of these YouTubers' channels, such as Tana Mongeau, James Charles, Shane Dawson, Emilia Fart, and Trisha Paytas. Now before we get into it, I have a very important disclaimer that I think everyone should watch. This video isn't about the scandals of these YouTubers. That's not what we're here for. And this video isn't saying that people shouldn't be held accountable for their actions. I'm only discussing YouTubers who can't seem to shake their baggage from their past, even though they've changed and learned from their mistakes once they were called out. As a lot of you will know, some of these YouTubers that I'm going to be talking about have been racist in the past. In all seriousness, I do not and will never condone racism. However, I believe that if someone is willing to listen to those whom they have hurt with their words, actions, or certain beliefs, and become a better, more socially aware and respectful person, I feel like they should be given that chance. But only if they are willing to change for the better and respect everyone. Now, of course, if some of these YouTubers have truly hurt you or offended you and you just don't like them, I'm not here to force you to forgive or like someone at all. I'm simply expressing my opinion on the kind of people these YouTubers are today in this present time. And I'm also going to be sharing some of my experiences of watching these YouTubers as they've grown and gone through scandals. Now let's get into the video. Tana Mongeau. Now something special about Tana Mongeau with me, and I'm sure a lot of you, is that I've watched her from the beginning and I've seen her change and I've seen her go through a lot of crap, just a lot of stuff. If you aren't familiar with Tana, she has 3.5 million subscribers. Now, if you do know Tana, then you know about the iDubbbz and the N-word scandal. Now, there's plenty of videos that you can watch on this if you want to be more informed on the situation and what exactly happened. But like I said in my disclaimer, my video is not going to be talking about what these scandals are. I'm here to talk about the aftermath of these scandals and how it seemed that some people ignored how Tana turned bad PR and honestly just a lot of bad things into a good change in character. I feel like instead of me talking about, oh, like Tana's so great, here's how she just bounced back from that, I'm going to show you a podcast with Shane Dawson and Tana, and in this podcast Tana discusses how she needed iDubbbz to really wake her up and help her grow.
I deserved it. I mean, like, I came for him on Twitter and like I thought I was big and bad and I wasn't, and I think I needed like a reality check, and like I feel like I'm sitting here now and like I learned a lot from it. It was very like humbling. It definitely like showed me like the fragility of like what I have in this career and this life, and that I shouldn't be so entitled to come for like other people and try to call other people out when I have a history of like doing shit that's bad.
Now, I think that this podcast is super important, and I wish a lot more people had heard it. It shows Tana being genuine, and it really shows that she's owned up to her mistakes. She's not brushing them under the rug, and she's willing to change. And I think that she has changed. If you still aren't really convinced, here's a video of Tana and Jason Nash, and Tana is basically saying something very similar to what she told Shane.
And when you had that whole like N-word thing, I was like, I don't
really know what you said. I know you said the word or whatever.
Yeah. I said it when I was younger, and then those videos were on like my friend's Vine, and then me being a stupid, like ignorant, entitled YouTube brat with a blue check mark, I like saw one of iDubbbz's videos where he was saying the N-word, and so then I tweeted him, and I was like me coming at him. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which was wrong. Like it was so stupid, and then he just like brought up my past. So basically, all in all, I deserved it because I was being an entitled brat who thought she could tell someone else how to live their life.
Another thing Tana is criticized for is embellishing or just blatantly lying in her story times. Now, this may just be me, but I think that whether a story is true or not, if it's entertaining, I'm going to click on it and like it. Tana is very good at making her story times entertaining, regardless of whether or not they're true. She blew up for a reason. Some of her story times should be taken with a grain of salt, but that's not to say I won't be salting up a bowl of popcorn to get ready for her next stalker video. I can't talk about the reasons why Tana is a good YouTuber without talking about TanaCon. Another thing that's great about Tana is that she goes along with her scandals. There are so many videos of Tana joking around about the hate that she gets. She makes her scandals into merch. I think the best thing I can show you guys is Tana's Roast Yourself video. She acknowledged everything that is said about her. She did the hating for you. Now, Tana didn't invent laughing off your hate. James Charles does this too. Hi sisters! James Charles is a very successful beauty guru on YouTube. Sitting at 5.5 million subscribers, James is the complete opposite of Tana, but they both get the same amount of hate. I'm sure people are aware by now of James's iconic scandals, but if you don't know, there's Flashback Mary, photoshopping his yearbook photos, which he jokes about all the time, and face tuning. Now he's made plenty of videos about this, which means he's not hiding it and he's not ashamed of it. He literally calls himself the queen of Facetune. You can't really hate on a guy who's laughing along with you. But all jokes aside, a serious scandal that he went through was about racism. He made this tweet, I'm not really gonna go into it, he made this tweet apologizing. On the same day, 30 minutes later, he made this apology. Now pause and read it because it is actually very genuine. He talks about how he acknowledges how offensive and ignorant his tweet was. And it was. But like I said with Tana, if you're not convinced that James has changed, here's a video of his Tarte Shape Tape review.
There's been so much controversy and drama regarding this launch, and I really wasn't sure if it was my position or place to be talking about it. However, so many of you guys asked for a full-on review of the actual product, and I definitely want to talk about the launch because, let's be real, this was definitely not Tarte's best move. There are a lot of problems with this particular launch that we will get into in a few short seconds. I'm an influencer that's been blessed with a very, very large platform, and I definitely want to use my voice for good, and I believe this launch was definitely not good, so I want to talk about it with you guys.
I think that this really shows how far he truly has come. Oh my gosh, this has been backwards this entire time. Now another thing that James is always getting comments on is how fast he talks, or how he talks without his eyes open. I don't really have much to say about this except that it's kind of unfair to comment about it because it's something that James can't control. I've never had a hard time following his videos, but a bit of advice is that you can actually slow down videos if they're too fast for you. James had to hate comments do my makeup video, and he talks about how he loves constructive criticism, which shows that he is willing to change for the better. It doesn't take a genius to see how incredibly hardworking James Charles is. In a video that he made with Tana Mongeau and Jeffree Star, he admitted that he doesn't do drugs or drink or anything of the sort. He just works and works and works. I think his dedication should get more recognition. James calls his fans sisters, and this makes his followers really feel like part of a family. People can't say that he doesn't care, or at least isn't smart. This is such a nice business move because everyone likes to feel included, and I think being Sister Hannah is an honor. Let's talk about Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson has 14 million subscribers and has been on YouTube for a freaking while. Shane used to be a completely different guy, completely different creator, and he used to have a completely different channel. If you're new to watching Shane Dawson, you may be surprised that he's had a few scandals of his own. Now regarding his racism scandal, people basically said that he was doing blackface. Shane really showed how he was willing to take the criticism that he was getting and apply it to what he was creating and who he was as a person and become more socially aware. His apology, which is right here.
And I care about you guys so much that I should care about what I'm teaching you. And if what I'm teaching you is that it's okay to paint yourself black because, well, it's just funny to play a character. Like, if I'm teaching you that, it's wrong. And I am sorry. because I care for you too much to teach you things like that.
He really did care about what his fans were feeling towards his character and his attitudes and possibly his beliefs. And he has not brushed it under the rug either. He acknowledges his past mistakes even now in 2018, even though he is a completely different person. Now, Shane's pedophilia accusations. Here is a tweet that Shane put out on January 10th acknowledging the pedophilia accusations. I know that most people agree with me on this, especially as Shane's popularity continues to climb. But people were so quick to believe the accusations when the video came out accusing him of being a pedophile. People didn't look into the fact that the video was not credible at all. They just believed it and decided to hate Shane. You can't believe everything you see. And while someone can be a terrible person while seeming amazing, Shane is definitely not one of those people. And I'm grateful people now can see the accusation video as something it truly is. Defamation. In my opinion, Shane Dawson is one of the most giving YouTubers on this platform, and he's used his massive success to give others the same. He cares so much for his fans and never gives attention to people that don't like him. He helped Graveyard Girl rebrand her channel, he shared his story with his dad, and he brought recognition to up-and-coming YouTubers like Molly Burke, Sophie Pecora, and Bobby Burns. Now, when I say, oh, have you seen Shane's new video? Or, dang, I freaking love Shane Dawson. People that haven't seen Shane for a while, they see this, they imagine this version of Shane when this is the new version of Shane. People are very quick to say, wait, you still watch Shane Dawson? I stopped watching him years ago. And I think this is because of the person he used to be and the content he used to create. People connect him with his scandals and are immediately turned off by him. Why isn't becoming a better person an option? I don't think people realize Shane's content has adapted with the trends and that he is so much more mature, but still has that spark of hilarity and realness that makes people love him so much and has kept him relevant on YouTube for 11 years. Now let's talk about Emilia Fart. Emilia has about 320,000 subscribers, and I had the amazing pleasure of finding her a few weeks ago. Now, Emilia, from what I know, from what I could figure out, doesn't really have any crazy, insane, terrible scandals like the previous YouTubers I've talked about. Now, Emilia's hate is due to classic bullying due to closed-mindedness. From the videos I just flashed on the screen earlier, you can see how negative people are on Emilia's appearance and her personality and the content of her videos. However, Emilia has addressed the hate in the best way possible, her own way. If you actually sit and watch Emilia, you'd actually see how inspirational and beautiful of a person she is. She's eccentric and extremely unique. Her videos start off quirky, but they always end in something very meaningful. She's an advocate for self-love, anti-bullying, and shows her viewers what it really means to be yourself with no regrets. No other YouTuber is like her. And if there are, please comment down below because I'd love to watch them. Peter Mon, who is a drama channel, actually did 2 videos on Emilia. I think he did a great job on bringing awareness of how incredible Emilia is. Let's talk about Trisha Paytas.
Oh my god.
Now, Trisha has almost 4 million subscribers and she's been on YouTube since 2007. Here's a clip from Jenna Marbles' podcast talking about how brilliant Trisha is.
I'm pretty sure I've said this on this podcast before, but I feel like I could write a dissertation about Trisha Paytas and why I think she's brilliant and incredible. And you know, a lot of people didn't like her for the longest time because they didn't understand what she was doing, or like
she's the internet's best troll that people don't even know she is.
But she's gone through these waves, I feel like, of trolling super hard and then not trolling and being herself, and people are, you know, mean to her as a person or like not understanding.
Now, if I hadn't seen this Everything Wrong with Trisha Paytas video already, I'd guess right away that it was all about the freaking crazy things that Trisha has said or done. But a lot of people haven't caught on to the fact that it's her brand. She's figured out that people are fascinated with craziness because it makes them feel better about themselves. When she uploaded her I'm a Chicken Nugget video, I clicked on it so fast, and I know that so many other people do that too with all of her other shocking titles. Trisha piques curiosity, and that's what makes her stay relevant. And if you still aren't convinced, here is a video of Trisha admitting her shocking videos are just trolling.
Now, you're known for that. What was your first trolling video?
My first conscious trolling video was probably in 2011, where I said why why men are superior to women, and I would say that we should just be home cooking and cleaning, and guys should just dominate this world because they're just genetically better than us.
And did that go viral?
That didn't go as viral. My first viral one was the Mitt Romney one, and that's when I knew oh, I need to start saying things, because my dad says things that would offend a ton of people, so I just started repeating whatever my dad would say. And so with the Mitt Romney Romney thing, I kind of ran with it. I was like, let's do a video about Mitt Romney.
Now, Trisha has always been an advocate for self-love and body positivity. She even did a music video called Thick, and it screams body positivity. However, when Trisha got liposuction, a lot of people were upset. She received backlash right away for altering a body she claimed to love. But she still loved her body after the liposuction, and it was a personal choice. Now, Trisha is incredibly raw on her channel. There are so many memes of Trisha's crying on the kitchen floor videos, which are my favorite, and she even picks fun of them. However, it's rare to see YouTubers who are so open and honest about their lives. Trisha says she likes being open, which it feels like is super rare to have on YouTube. Just because a lot of other YouTubers aren't as open with their emotion, it doesn't mean emotion is a bad thing. Trisha shares so much with her subscribers, and that makes watching her feel like you're talking to a best friend. If you haven't got the gist already, I think that Trisha Paytas is an incredible businesswoman. Say what you want about Trisha, she's done so much in all of the years she's been on YouTube. She has 27 freaking music videos, for crying out loud. So the moral of this video is that in the end, all hate, especially the hate thrown at successful YouTubers, is pointless. People can disagree, be angry, or quite literally loathe someone, but as long as they're commenting on these YouTubers' videos, they're giving them attention, which is what YouTubers need to succeed. So ironically, the people that are hating on these YouTubers are actually just helping them. In my last video, I got a few hate comments and dislikes, but all it told me was that I was doing something right. Whether they know it or not, that's kind of all haters are there for anyway. I don't think people like Tana or James or Trisha really care about the hate they're getting anymore. I think that this is because the people that hate them are small compared to the millions of positive comments and feedback they're constantly getting. No matter what, they're still getting paid. Now, some of these YouTubers have extremely rocky pasts, but that doesn't mean they deserve constant reminders of their mistakes. So what do you guys think? Have these YouTubers earned forgiveness? Is it trendy to hate them? Are there other YouTubers who should or should not be forgiven? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and if you have any people you think are trendy to hate as well. Alright guys, that is it for my video. Thank you so much for watching. All of your love and support really means the world to me. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below any questions you may have, or DM me on Instagram. My social media is in my description below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. I give all my love. Bye.